SABC Sport. Felt nice to get back to winning ways again. Quick turnaround, the 2 games. Big confidence boost for you guys. Obviously after yesterday.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we were very disappointed with how we played at Joburg. You know, to be quite honest with you, we felt like we didn't even get off the bus. We played a pretty poor game of cricket and we were still only a couple of hits away. But we had a good chat in the change rooms after, and you know, we recognised that we had tonight to bounce back straight away, and that's exactly what we did. The boys were clinical.
Personally, what was it like out there? Tempted to just go hard, but you managed it quite well in the end after losing a couple.
Yeah, we lost wickets at tricky times early on, so never really had the opportunity to sort of cut loose. But to be honest, we knew if we chased the runs within, you know, a certain amount of balls, we'd get the bonus point as well. So, you know, there was never really a situation where I had to put the foot on the gas too hard. It was a cruisy chase, thankfully.
It's kind of so you from Sport 24. Just talk us through Jimmy Leash's match winning spell that was precipitated on that particular collapse.
Yeah, he bowled really well. He came on, he hit the right areas on that wicket, and hit a very hard length. I think playing at Centurion, it's so key to hit that length more often than not, and that's exactly what he did, and he got his reward. So I think that's a big part of turning the game for us.
Ken Warren, Citizen. Well done, Phil. You and Will Jack seem to have really struck up a really good relationship at the top of the order there. You seem to have a great understanding. Have you guys played at all much together before?
We've not played much together before. No, we played against each other a lot as kids, at juniors, but we've not played together before. But you know, he's a good fella. We just communicate in the middle. To be honest, it's very chilled. Spend a lot of time together off the park, and I think that translates into a sort of a good relationship on the pitch as well.
Go ahead. So yeah, one of the things both you and Will seem to do a lot of, which maybe South African batsmen don't quite do as much of, is opening up the offside. You guys are scared to step outside the leg stump and play from there, whereas I think our guys tend to maybe target the leg side boundaries a bit more. Is that quite a common feature of T20 cricket in England, or is that specifically something you two have worked on?
I think, to be quite honest with you, if you want to be a complete player in T20, you have to hit the ball all around the park, and getting a feel for what the bowler's going to do is key to that. So if you feel like they're coming in at you, you know, more often than not, if you've got a short side to hit or whatever, the best option will be to give yourself room and try and access that, I suppose. So I think it's something that depends quite a lot on the dimensions of the ground more than anything else.
Yeah, Phil, how important is tonight's win in the context of the fact that you've got 2 really tough games down the coast?
To be quite honest with you, I think we expected to win tonight, not being arrogant. I think we turned up at Joburg and, you know, we did ourselves an injustice really with the way that we performed, but we know how good we are and we know how deep we can go into this competition.
Just on that, you guys have played a couple now, 4 games together. Coming into this, obviously all new, everyone's new to the team setup. Seeing how things have gone so far, you say you've got some targets and how far you can go. Just what is the feeling within the camp, projecting where you'd like to see yourself?
To be quite honest with you, I think a lot of our mentality comes from, sort of half Delhi and their success in the IPL, and it's also half Titans, and we know how good the players that have come through both of those places have been. Specifically here, we know the players that have come through that dressing room and the success that they've brought the fans and the people from this area. So I think a lot of the conversation is about doing that justice and creating something really special, or continuing something really special, and being as successful as we can, because nothing unifies a side or a fan base like winning.
Yeah.
This is from City Press. Just what has surprised you or blown your mind away in this tournament so far?
That's a good question. There's biltong at every ground. I think I love biltong. It's really hard to get good biltong in the UK, so I think it surprised me there's good biltong everywhere. But cricket-wise, I don't think I'm too surprised by anything, to be honest. The wickets have been good. You know, I think all the sides in the competition are strong, and there's some really, really world-class players in the competition. So, you know, if I say I was surprised by anything, it'd be the standard of the cricket and how good the league is. But if I was to be brutally honest with you, you know, everybody knows that it's a good league, and that's exactly what we're expecting.
And the crowds?
The crowds have been brilliant so far, especially here. The support that we've had here has been unbelievable. You know, the atmosphere that they've been creating, so long may that continue.
So do you think it's a T20 league that's going to be up there with the best in the world?
I think so, definitely. If it's got all the makings of it, it's got, you know, the right ownership, it's got the right people running the competition at the top, it's got the best players in the world, it's got great venues. I don't see anything but positives in it from my playing point of view.
Any more questions? Yeah.
Yes, Kevin from the Press Association. Now, obviously at the moment you're top of the lot, which is brilliant, but there's going to be a break coming soon. What is the team going to do to keep the momentum? Some people, obviously the Proteas are playing. What is the team going to do in that week so that the momentum can be kept for the last bit of the tournament when it counts?
Can't say wine tours to this, can I? No, to be quite honest with you, I think it's a good opportunity to sort of take stock, and you know, the schedule's very busy in this competition, so I think it's going to be a good opportunity for lads to get a bit of rest into their bodies, and you know, to take stock of where we are in the competition and what we've got to do to achieve what we want to be doing at the end of this
I
competition.
know some teams are going to Sun City, some teams are going away. What is the plan? Is it to still practice? Is it to get the family?
I think some boys will be doing, you know, either of those. My plan is 3 ODIs, which isn't Sun City. It's Kimberley. But no, I think the boys will have a little bit of downtime, and they'll chill out, and hopefully they'll come back refreshed and ready to launch into the second part.
Thank you. Good luck, Dawn.
Cheers, mate.
We good? Awesome. Thank you so much.